Hey Negs, how are we? This is EAGZEY. This is the third time I think I've done this bloody commentary. The first time I couldn't see the fucking gameplay at all. It was on Vegas and it was in a really small kind of window and I couldn't really see the gameplay clearly, so it was hard to review. So here we've maximized it, mate. We've got the raw kind of downloaded file out. It's full screen on the monitor, so this should be a red hot vid. But I'm going to treat this like a coaching session again, guys. So that 48-minute video I made on my gameplay, I'm going to do exactly the same here for Aiden. So this game might go for, this video, sorry, might go for like 40 minutes, might go for 30. But if it does go for that long, just realize it is that fucking long. Alright, so you guys have signed up for it, mate. You're in for the long haul. I want to make sure these vids are proper, deliberate, and are informative as possible. Because I don't just want to, you know, speak for fucking 30 minutes and it be a waste of time. So I'm going to make sure that everything I say is worth it and whatever. And yeah, hopefully this is a good vid and you guys can give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it and sub to this red hot channel. Right, let's get it. So my head should be in the top left of the screen, mate. Okay, and you've got Aiden's head in the bottom right. Let me know what head is better. Legit though. You've got the two best Shaco heads, mate, in OCE here. Now, this game here, so I've paused it on the old loading screen. So Aiden's running Electrocute and Precision, which is obviously the rune page that I run. So you've got that Domination tree, you've got Electrocute, Sudden Impact, the Eyeball Collection, and then Relentless Hunter. And then you've got Alacrity and Coup de Grace in Precision, which is by far, in my opinion, the best rune page for Shaco. It's got the highest win rate on him as well, I'm pretty sure, according to op.gg. Drew Tims would be happy with that one. So go and use that rune. I was about to say go and check out op.gg, but no, seriously, check out, use this rune page if you haven't already. If you are, you guys know how good it is. It means that instead of sacrificing or spending, you know, nearly 3,000 gold on an attack speed item like Shiv, or even building like Stinger into Triforce, which is 4k gold, we just sacrifice one rune for it, for 18% attack speed, which is like half of Berserker Greaves, but it's still like plenty of attack speed to do well in 1v1s in the early middle game, to make sure we don't stall autos. And it makes our clearing a lot better as well. So that rune, I think, is crucial in playing Shaco in the JG. It's not necessary, but I think it's very, very important. Anyway, so that's enough about the runes and whatever. Let's have a look at the matchups here. So first thing I look at is the jungle matchups. So Skarner. Skarner is hard to invade early game, especially because they lengthened the stun to 1.5 seconds for some fucking AIDS reason. I don't know why, right? You know, probably some G5 Skarner main wanted to get G4 by March or some shit, so they gave that a bit of a buff, but Skarner early game is hard to invade because he's hard to kill, he clears decently, and if we get in a bit of trouble because of the stun and their lanes collapse on us, we might end up inting. So I probably wouldn't lean on invading him, maybe just tracking him, giving a bit of a scout, mate, seeing what he's up to. But we should be able to tell where he starts and then track him according to where he starts. So we'll just go if he's red side here. If he starts it is blue, he'll do blue, walls, and then go to red, or maybe Gromp, Raptors. He might even do a full clear, I'm not sure, just to try and hit 6 first, or as early as possible. But yeah, ganking early, I mean, invading Skarner probably isn't the most ideal option here, so let's have a look at the lanes. So we've got a Pantheon top lane, Swain, Morg, Lucian. So bot lane's actually okay to gank, being Morgana, she's got some good CC, but that lane is probably going to shove into them, Twitch and Lulu. Morgana, Lucian definitely outshove. So they'll be pushing up into their turret, and I'm pretty sure Skarner will start on his bot side of the map, so he won't be there either. So I'm just going to let my lane win bot, and we're going to focus on mid and top. Now mid, Xerath and Swain. Xerath's pretty easy to gank early game. It just depends on where he's positioned in lane and where the lane actually is. If the lane is pushing into Swain, that's really, really good for us and bad for Xerath, so we probably want to look there. Depends on the lane though, mate. After we do our, what is it, blue buff, which is top side of the map, it just depends which lane is the most gankable out of mid and top. So invading Skarner off the charts, we don't really want to do that. Maybe just have a look what he's doing, mate. Maybe an opportunity arises, but ganking top and mid is definitely the go here. So playing top side of the map. Whenever you guys see like a Pantheon, especially when they run Ignite, early game, you probably want to play around that lane. You have 2 Ignites, their top laner being an Alawi, it doesn't really matter who they are. Early game, they're pretty squishy. So killing them is, yeah, you've probably got the biggest chance of killing them early game rather than any other point in the game. Now, let's get into it, shall we? Let's play the vid. So yeah, if I was Aiden here, I'd start bot side, Raptors, go Raptors, red, blue, and then look to do something top lane, or just put pressure on Skarner, maybe top. Not contest his red buff, because he'll probably have it at that time, but just see where he is, see what he is up to, mate. Maybe steal golems or something, just play top side of the map. I've got a few ideas for videos as well, guys. I watched that Heshinshin vid last night. I don't think I've laughed that fucking hard, mate, at a League vid. Well, ever, actually. I found it very funny, but I agreed with pretty much everything that guy said. If you guys haven't seen the video, I might put a link in the description, but the title is like Heshinshin finally losing it. And I completely agree with legit everything that guy said. So I'm thinking of making a video about that. And my thoughts, comments, and whatever, and not just on that video and what he said, but just on League in general and how it's kind of regressed since I started playing anyway, which is in Season 2. The clearing raptors here, you want to put 3 boxes. You guys aren't going to see my cursor, are you? So you want to put 3 boxes like Aiden here on the outside of them, kind of in like a semicircle cone kind of thing. And you want to clear the small raptors first. Sorry, Aiden's voice is a bit too loud, mate, for me. Gonna have to turn him down. So you want to put 3 boxes on the outside of the raptor camp, and then you want to put 1 outside your red buff. You want to kind of put it a bit further out than what Aiden does, as you guys are going to see in a few seconds, because you want to buy enough time to put another box down and take the least amount of damage as possible for the old red buff. But yeah, 3 boxes outside in like a semicircle kind of thing. A raptors, and then your last one, a red buff. So bot lane goes bot, they will get the shove on early here and pushing their turret, and they should be winning bot by the time we finish our blue buff and have a nice lead. The backstabbing the old raptors here is very important. If I was Aiden here, I'm going to pause the video, sorry about this. If I was Aiden, what you want to do, I'm also going to rewind it, mate, so this editing is going to be AIDS. What I do at the start here to ensure that I get like 3 to 4 backstabs on all the small raptors is stand in the middle of them and auto attack the middle one first, then the 2 ones on the outside, and you should be... If you do it properly, you'll have 1 small raptor left after that, and then you'll go into the big one with your last box that will come off cooldown. So standing in the middle of the raptors there and backstabbing the middle one, then going to the outside ones, backstabbing them, and then finishing off the last small raptor and then the big one. You see how when Aiden finishes here, he's got like 1.5 to 2 small raptors to do. If you do it properly, you can have you only have 1 and the big one left. So I am going to nitpick. I'm not going to, you know, sit here and say, oh, you know, he's played it perfectly and shit like that. Even there, queuing over there and backstabbing the old red buff is important, because as you guys will see, all of this stuff, and I do this as well. Okay, let me just say this as well. Let me just do a bit of throat clearing. Just because fucking I criticize Aiden for doing something, doesn't mean that like I would have played it perfectly or done it perfectly as well myself. I'm not I've said it before, I'm not like the most, you know, the infallible Shaco player that plays perfectly every game. We make mistakes as well. But yeah, little things there like that are important early game, because that could translate into like 10 seconds of missed opportunity. Could have been a kill, could have been first blood even, which is 400 gold, and if you get that on Shaco in the early game, mate, you can snowball up pretty hard and win the game off of it. So little things like that, you want to make sure your early game is as clean as possible. Make sure it's as down pat as it can be, so you don't have to worry about it. So top lane's pushing, mid lane's pushing, so every lane for us is pushing right now. So the most important thing, I'm going to pause it here, the most important thing to do if all lanes are pushing is anticipating where their jungler is and what they're going to do. So with all our lanes pushing right here, yeah, Skarner has 3 lanes to gank, we have none. All we can do is counter gank, yeah. So Skarner has 3 lanes to gank, so what do we want to do? To help our laners out, we want to try and track the enemy jungler, see where he's at. So Aiden here going for the invade, he sees raptors aren't up here, so he's cleared raptors this Skarner. So if I was Aiden in this situation, I'd be like, well, if he's done raptors, then he might even be on his red buff here, so I'd queue over, which is exactly what Aiden does. But you guys will see that Skarner just gets the red buff in time as we queue over. But if Aiden had cleared raptors just a bit cleaner, and the red buff just a bit quicker, he would have had at least 5 seconds here. At least 5 seconds, then that red buff that Skarner's now doing would probably be on around 1000 HP and would be able to steal it. Or contest him for it at least and make his life hell. Right? Because early game we can't lose, we have the box and shit. If he wastes his smite on the box, we just take red buff and kill him. Alright? Or just get out if we're in a bit of trouble. So, making sure the early game is as clean as possible is very important, making sure your clears are on point. So as you see, he just hits level 4 off that, so if we were a bit quicker, mate, that could have been red hot. But this is still fine. We put pressure on him, we know where he is, all our lanes are shoving. Normally when your lanes are pushing into the opponent, they're winning, because obviously it's easy to see us when your creep wave is bigger and they're under their turret or whatever. So Panther's fighting Alawi here, so Skarner's probably around this side of the map. There he is. I can't see this fight because Aiden's rude head is in the way. I'm joking, by the way. But it was in the way, though. Pantheon ends up getting the kill here. Good mechanics from him. And, so yeah, we get an assist. Now, if I was Aiden, taking his golems right there was the most obvious play. Whenever you guys kill, you know, one of their jungler, you know, their jungler or one of their lanes, you want to press the advantage, take as much shit as you can, whether it be turret, objectives like that, farm, even just shoving the wave into Alawi and maybe diving her, shit like that. So Aiden, I think, there should have taken golems. I know Xerath was coming up, but there's no way Xerath kills us there. We have our smite up, we can just smite golems, and Xerath doesn't do enough early game damage to kill. Taking golems there was definitely the play. Even there, taking Scuttle Crab. It's free gold. Why not take it? And it doesn't take that long at all. So, at this point in time, Aiden should be on around 1,000 gold. At least 1,000 gold had he done Skarner's golems and the Scuttle Crab. So, if he was on, let me just pause it again. If he was on, I've paused it on the turret dive here, which probably isn't the smartest move. But if Aiden had done their golems and their Scuttle Crab, he'd be on about 1,050 gold, I reckon. So when you're on about 1,050 gold, early game with Shaco, you want to try and get your Tiamat as soon as you can, yeah? So we've got an assist, we've got decent farm, we've stolen Skarner's camp, and we're close to Tiamat here and being in the game. So I would just be looking to farm my JG, so he went to Gromp, which is good. But if I had Gromp, I'd probably be on like 1,125 gold. Hopefully you guys are keeping up with the math. But I've played Shaco so long that I know exactly how much, you know, gold each camp is and what I need for a Tiamat, or even if I went like Mobies. So the only time here, this is the point I want to make, and I've kind of alluded to it in my other video, I can't remember which one, but yeah. The only time I would sacrifice taking a camp, or whether it be if I was taking a camp or just backing to base, is if I have a free kill in one lane, in a lane that I'm near. So whether in this situation when Aiden was doing Gromp, top lane was gankable, mid lane might be gankable if we can get there on time, but top lane definitely. So we see Alawi playing hell aggressive. We're thinking about backing after doing Gromp, but we see Alawi playing hell aggressive here. We just go top lane. Pantheon plays it really fucking well, credit to him, and we end up getting a free kill. So that's really, really good. Right, so yeah, the only time you really want to give up farming or like backing for an item, so whether we're backing for Tiamat, Duskblade, Mobies, anything like that, if you've got a free kill in the lane, go and take it. Because it doesn't just help out you, it helps out your laner as well, and maybe your laner, you know, for one game at least has arms. He can do something as well, if you help him out. So clearing mid here, obviously, you know, taking mid farm or farm in any lane is better than taking jungle camps in my opinion. I don't know if it gives you more XP or shit, but it's just free gold, mate, so why not take it. So here Aiden's on 1360, so after these walls he'll be on about 1480-ish, which indeed he is. So we can either wait here, or we can do race and go to golems, or we can do the Scuttlecrat, or we can just back, get Tiamat boots. I would probably back here, and then I'd go race, raptors or whatever, then golems, and then see what's happening bot side of the map. So we see Skarner bot here, so if I'm Aiden, I'm running straight to bot lane, or pathing that side, probably to golems, and then... Okay, so what happens there? So let's just see what happens bot. So Aiden's running to a camp now, he's running to... If I was him, I'd be running to golems, because this fight is pretty long. They're still going as well, I think they're even going to go for more. So if Aiden ran to golems then, knowing what was happening bot, he probably could have picked up maybe a kill on Lulu or Twitch, or just been in the proximity to maybe give himself the chance to kill one of them. So doing Raptors here is still fine, you know, it's just securing your jungle camp, but I think heading bot to the golems there. So even if he can't gank this bot lane now, see how they they're pretty close towards their turret, Lulu's playing back as well. So I think going to golems there and then maybe pushing up to mid if bot wasn't gankable was the better play. Ganking mid here as well is obviously a good play from Aiden, so being Xerath, he's a mobile and easy to gank, and when he doesn't have his flash, because we forced his flash outside their red buff, he's very easy to kill. So the key there, you guys have to realise how, or should have realised how Aiden saved his E. Yeah, so your E is like an execute, it does more damage the lower they are. Now early game it kind of does fuck all, or until we actually start getting damage, but saving your E is crucial. It's a gap closer, so it slows them, and it does more damage the lower they are, and that's also the good thing about taking Coup de Grace, yeah? It will maximise that E damage, and the damage you do when they're below like 40% HP, I think it is. So saving your E there is very, very important when you're chasing someone, especially early game. You don't just want to throw it out and then it's on cooldown and you have to auto-attack them to kill them. Always save your E. as long as you can anyway. So I thought Aiden got really unlucky there. I didn't realise that Zerathar would have killed him. If I was him, I would have probably done exactly the same thing. Maybe even, I mean, he could have R'd that, but still, I don't think he would have died to that Zerathar. That's really weird. Now, if this Skarner was good, he would have taken Aiden's red buff, but fortunately for us, he doesn't. I'm pretty sure this is a diamond game, which isn't, you know, a disgrace, obviously. But I think if you were versing a good jungler here, your bot side is gone. So if I was Aiden, I'd go exactly what he's doing to blue and then to Skarner's red and take his red buff. But we see Skarner on Drake here. We see he's getting low. We see their bot lane kind of collapsing. I would do exactly what Aiden's doing. Repath. So adjust our pathing and go through our red side jungle to Drake and get the free Drake. So they end up killing Skarner there. So this bot lane's actually going off, which is awesome. And this fight is really interesting. This was a really weird fight for me because Lucian died instantly and was tanking Drake. So I'm just going to rewind this actually. So, hang on a minute. So they kill Skarner, right, they kill Skarner. So Aiden takes it over. And Lucian runs into Twitch there, yeah, okay. So Lucian just ran into Twitch, that was really weird. But if I was Aiden here, I would have used the ult on Twitch, the ult combo or whatever, just to try and kill him as quickly as possible. We see how like Lulu's kind of towards their blue buff, like up through that corridor kind of thing. She's pretty far away from Twitch and isn't going to do any damage to us, so I think Aiden there should have queued onto Twitch, R'd, and then started using his clone as well as himself to kill him. Just try to get him out of the fight as early as possible. So Twitch ends up getting a triple kill there, which isn't that good. I think Aiden could have played that a bit cleaner, but we're still in a good spot. Skarner's pretty useless, and Aiden's still in a decent spot. If I was him here as well, I'd probably go Krugs, red, Raptors. I'll just do a full clear here, mate. But they, Pantheon tries to make a play mid, Zera flashes, so. Yeah, if I was Aiden here, yeah, just go Krugs, red, Raptors, Wolves, blue, Gromp. Just do a full clear. Sometimes I don't really prefer... Aiden's looking to gank bot here, okay, fair go, sees the lane's pushing. But yeah, I would just do a full clear under here and then play top side of the map. But Aiden wants to play bot, which is fine. Many options here, mate, to take. Obviously, the suggestions I give aren't going to be the best ones. Aiden's is probably better here as well. Our bot's kind of frozen. Mork has RR as well as CC for Twitch, so I think this is a good play. Really nice Q there by Aiden as well. So if you guys see this Q, I'll let the fight play out. So they kill Twitch. You guys see Aiden's Q here. He goes over this point in the wall. Now, you guys can't actually see where I'm pointing to, but there's a point in the wall, yeah? The furthest point in the wall, pointing towards their turret, yeah? So he doesn't Q over the shortest distance. He makes sure he gets as far as he can with his Q to give himself the best chance of getting behind Twitch. Because if he gets behind Twitch here, his positioning is going to mean that Twitch can't run back. He's going to run back into our team, and it's a 3v1. There's no chance he's getting out. So Aiden's positioning there and his Q was awesome and secured the kill, mate, so that was good. So off of this, you either dive Lulu or you pick up an objective. Ocean Drake is free. I think diving Lulu, not knowing where Skarner is risky. Diving Lulu, Jannas and shit like that is kind of annoying. Nice R to dodge the old, the dragon fucking wing flap thing, which I've talked about before. Not sure how to describe that. If you guys have a suggestion, then let me know. Dodges Seraph thing, and Aiden secures it with his E, nice. And a backstab, it might have been, I'm not sure. But normally you want to secure objectives with your E, because it will do more than your backstab. We queue over, we get the skill at killing Skarner. So this is it, this is where the game kind of changes and should be over for the other team. Twitch actually comes in and does a bit of DM, he's in a nice position here. But yeah, the team should have just backed off, that swing went really ham. So right here, if I was Aiden, I can't remember what buff Skarner had actually. I would probably rewind the video, but in this situation, I would just go... So, but there's another fight bot. I would just go clear my top side and then head back bot. So Raptors, Golems, and then head back bot. So we're on 680 gold, so we need 70 gold for a Dirk. So yeah, if I was Aiden here, just clear blue. I'll top side the jungle and then head bot with our new items after we back. Alright, so what's he up to here? I'm not sure what he's doing here. Let's have a look, mate. He's going for the old red buff, is he? So he... Okay, so I don't know. Okay, he's challenging the old race. I think this is really risky. Yes, he got the race, but I don't really rate this at all when he's got his R up. Yes, you steal the Wraith and shit. Yes, you waste Skarner's up, but I just think it's too risky. Especially against, like, good junglers and good players. I think they would have realised that I queued there. But I think just securing our topside jungle, making sure we get Dirk, maybe an extra longsword in there, and then heading back bot side of the map. So clearing Raptors, then going Krugs, and then looking to get bot turret. That bot turret is low as fuck, we end up getting it, which is awesome. So right here is when the old macro kicks in, mate. So when your bot lane, and Dragon especially, has been taken, and when your bot lane takes their bot tier turret, your bot lane will transfer top, and your top laner should go bot. So, right here, Aiden should be thinking about clearing his bot side jungle and then heading top of his bot lane. Instead, he looks to gank mid, which is fine. Xerath doesn't have flash, and... Okay, Pantheon cancelled his ult, which is really weird. I'm not sure why. Okay, they ended up getting the kill on Xerath. So yeah, that gank was fine. Morg was obviously there as well, so when your support's there, normally it results in a kill. So, going there is no issue at all. So Aiden here doesn't really have enough gold. He's actually going to do Rift Herald, which I rate this decision, to be honest. He knows Skarner's probably preoccupied mid. Twitch is going mid as well. Best thing about this as well, that Scuttle Crab won't actually see you if you're doing this. It's the same with Drake. If you queue over from your side, or the, you know, the blue side of the map, the Scuttle Crab war thing won't actually see you doing this, if you're far enough in the pit, that is. So make sure if you guys are doing this, you guys aren't kind of, you know, positioned fucking further than, you know, the halfway point in the pit. Make sure you guys are against the far wall, mate, and the old Scuttle Crab wall won't see you. That was really risky from Aiden there, but he gets the old Rift Herald, mate. Nice play. And the box as well. Oh, geez, he's going to get a free kill on Twitch, mate. Very nice. Popping a health pot, yeah, good. So Aiden played that really nice. Very nice. He's going to use Rift mid as well. Xerath is probably off respawn right now because he died and he's probably running back to mid. Okay, so he's taking his blue buff and looking to clear mid, which makes sense. Aiden might be able to get this turret. Okay, he's decided just to clear the minions. Yeah, that's fine. That turret will fall because, first of all, our team's doing really well. Their Xerath isn't that strong. He's not going to clear waves quick at the moment. So this turret, it will probably even fall now, which it does. So this is good. Good from it. The last like 2-3 minutes have been clean. I don't know about that invaded the old Raptor camp, but apart from that, it's been nice. Any suggestions, by the way, guys, on, you know, maybe I missed something out or something that I said was incorrect, let me know in the old comments, because I will probably keep doing this. Might even make this a series, you never know. So if you guys want to send me a game to review, then get in the old Discord, send it in there, or just add me as a friend or message me or whatever on that app. I will put a link there. It will be a link in the description to the Discord, so go check the old Discord out. Okay, so how much gold do we have here? So if I was Aiden here, I'd put a pink ward down and try to look for another bit of gold, but he's going to sell the pink, I think. Okay, he's going to sell refill. Okay. If I was him, I would have sold my pink ward and just waited like 20 seconds for a dust blade. I think refill is still really, really handy. A lot more handy than the old pink ward, but each to their own, mate. I don't really have an issue with this. Getting dust blade is the most important thing right now, so it's still worth either way. I just think getting the old... Look at this bot lane, mate. They're popping off. Selling pink ward and just waiting 20 seconds for dust blade was better than selling the old refill. Okay, so Twitch actually ends up going ham here, which is kind of EAGZEY, and he's going to kill us. Okay. I'm just going to watch that again. That looked really weird. So I think Aiden here was really kind of unlucky. Like, I don't know if he expected Twitch to be there, but Lulu was there on her own, and he went for the auto on Lulu. If he went for the auto on Twitch, I think he would have been able to kill her. Oh, did he go for the auto on him? It looks really weird, eh? I'm kind of watching it. I'm not sure if he auto Twitch, because he team-matted Lulu. The team-mat down. Yeah, this Swain goes ham here, and probably dies as well. So this is a hell-like frenetic game. I don't really mind games like this, because it gives us opportunity to get kills, and with our outplay potential, we can definitely get some kills out of it, and hopefully a snowball. So yeah, I think Aiden's farming, like, not giving up camps and shit, but I think if he's versing a really, really good jungler here, he doesn't get punished for it, but he will be a bit behind in CS and maybe even a level and shit. So I think his farming, like, prioritizing camps at certain stages of the game is what he can improve on, because his mechanics and shit are down pat. That fight there where he died was really unlucky, and the one at Baron he probably should have R'd, but he does it later in the game, so he has that mechanic down pat. But I think certain situations, like you've got to think on the spot, mate, and be ready to adapt to it. So when he sees Twitch there, he probably should ult immediately to try and kill him as quick as he can, and the same with the old Drake fight. So he gets Infernal here, so I would just He needs to farm up, mate, at this point, I think. Yes, if there is a kill mid lane. Yes, if you can kill whoever's mid. If you have the numbers advantage. If your top laner has TP, I'm not sure if he has. Pantheon probably has changed, I'm not sure. But what you want to do here, if I was Aiden, I'd just farm, clear the JG, secure another Dirk, get in the game, be in the game still. Because I think we've missed a couple of opportunities to maybe just secure our jungle. And we'd have at least, 20, I reckon, at least 20 more farm from jungle creeps, which could translate into, like another item for us. So we see Skarner and Alawi top. Now, so Twitch is here. Okay, nice Q. I rate that Q. Lucian's going to come in here. Yeah, just backing off, just a bit of kite. We've got to be careful of Twitch, and they end up killing. Okay. So when Twitch puts down his W, then we don't have the range to get close to the Lulu and Twitch. We just have to chill. We don't want to die because, we've got nothing to really kill them with or do anything to them. So we just back off, let the team do the work, and thankfully they do. But spawning Twitch there was good. It kind of cut him off from going top lane, forced him back mid into like a choke point, and then Panth had a really nice ult on them as well. So here with a couple of them dying, if I was at, so top lane, normally when you get the two, or when you have two turrets of their, two outer tier turrets, sorry, normally want to take the last one just becomes easy to get. You guys can rotate top. So Lucian, I'm pretty sure this Lucian's a smurf and a very, very good player, because he knows what he's doing. But yeah, Aiden's doing the right thing. Just help the boys in the top lane get this turret, and then if I was him, I'd probably back, get a Dirk, and go from there. See what camps are up. So get the old top tier turret and all as well. Okay, so we've got another bit of gold for a Dirk here. If I was Aiden, I'd just back here. There's no reason, like, yeah, Grump spawn, but it's fucking only like 80 gold, and we're wasting like 20 seconds going to get it. I don't think it's worth. Just get a Dirk, head bot side of the map or mid, and look to make a play. We have Ignite up as well now, so we can definitely kill Twitch and or Lulu if we get into a advantageous position. Alright, let's have a look here. So Pantheon's going to die bot. Probably wasn't wise of him staying that pushed up, but he's going to die here, so probably not good for the team. It's 18.5 minutes, so I don't know what the next Drake is. Baron's up in 1.5 minutes, so right now we probably just want to be focusing, either trying to get a pick or just shadowing our bot lane. Our bot lane looks good, they've got a lead, so shadowing them, whichever lane they're in, is important, just in case they get in a sticky situation where they're to kind of counter gank that and counter attack mate, and make sure they don't die here. Because they're the ones ahead, they're the ones who can carry the game at the moment. We're in a position to kind of maybe go off. We just need that fight to go our way. But shadowing bot lane here in the mid lane is the most important thing. Maul gets the root there. Twitch comes in like a fucking maniac. I don't know what that was. Okay, if I was Aiden again there, I probably would have R'd like as soon as I went on Twitch, just in case Alawi hit me with that EAGZEY over the wall, but... or maybe Zerafi or some shit like that, but it's all good. That's fine. Maybe even saving it there was the best option. Probably didn't need ult. So even here, if Aiden had ult, he could have queued in, gotten on Alawi, and then ulted a damage and shit. Okay, so they kill Alawi nice and easy. So this game, like, the competition Aiden's against is like, he's versed fucking a lot better junglers than this, I know he has. So I think, I don't want to say he got a bit fortuitous in the jungler he's versing, but I think against a good jungler, like Aiden's not on form in this game, as of yet anyway, like the first 20 minutes. He could have played a bit cleaner and stuff, but if he's versing a good jungler here like Schernfire, one of the best junglers we have in this region, I think he falls pretty far behind because just of his farming and shit. But his mechanics and stuff are on point when he's on form, and he hasn't really played League long enough, or for long enough periods at the moment in recent past to get that form back. So we'll let him off the hook, mate. There's nothing wrong. And for the most part, like, his decision making has been good as well. Like, playing around bot lane, you see how he's always been like kind of near Morgan Lucian for the last 5 minutes of the game, which is what he needs. Like, Lucian's 11-3 and seems really competent at the game, I'll say that. Okay, so he looks to kill Xerath here. So what he does there, that combo there, is what he should have done to Twitch twice, I think. So when he saw him near their second tier mid turret, when Lulu appeared and then Twitch randomly came out of invis, is exactly what he should have done to Twitch there. That required some fucking serious reactions, but I think Aiden's definitely capable of it. And then when he saw Twitch at the Drake pit, when he came out of invis and he got a triple wheel, I think Aiden should have queued onto him hard, and then 100% would have killed him. Even if Twitch stopwatches like he did, we just kill him when he comes out of it. We've got smart as well, and we're all good. So what Aiden does here is taking camps is what he should have done level 3 as well when Skarner died. Take his camps, starve him of fucking farm and stuff like that, and make sure that he has no way back in this game. So clearing top side of the map, I like this as well. So what Aiden's doing now. So we have, what do we have here? So we have Ghost Blade, so we've got nearly 2,400 gold. So with the gold now, we can get a Ghost Blade and we can also get a stopwatch. So if I can't get a GA or a BF sword straight away, what I'll get is a stopwatch. So if I have 600 gold, yeah, surplus, if I get Ghost Blade, so if I've got 600 gold left over, I will always get a stopwatch. So hopefully Aiden does that. Yeah. Okay, so that's exactly what I would have done. I probably would have cleared wolves as well. So again here, like Aiden, normally if you're not going to go to that side of the map, you want to clear your jungle so you don't have to worry about it. So that's just cleared. So next time you go there, they're probably up again. So instead of getting 80 gold when you do that camp, you get like 160 because you've done it twice. Give it another chance to respawn, mate. Hopefully that made sense. So yeah, clearing walls before he backed I think was better, but this is still fine. Getting the old Drake playing around the bot lane who are just popping off. Pantheon kills Lulu here, so I don't know how many have died for their team now, maybe 2. Wasn't really paying attention then. Lulu's died, but I'm pretty sure someone else died as well. So we have Baron. So good Baron call, not sure who called that, but whoever it was. Nice easy Baron call. And yeah, so what we want to look at here, so we've got the mid second tier. What we want to look at now is the bot second tier and the top lane second tier. The Swain's top, we don't need to go top. Once again, just shadow this bot lane or this Lucian wherever he is, and make sure that this guy can hard carry us, because he's in the best position right now. He's like fucking 12 and 3 or something. So he's our carry. We're just going to shadow him, make sure he doesn't die. Even in fights, like if a 5v5 breaks out, this is a really nice play from Aiden here as well, by the way. So that Q right there is kind of what separates a fucking, I think even if I could say like a diamond challenger Shaco to one that is below diamond. I don't think many Shaco players would have gone for that. Again, that combo there, the old R. When you're behind them, make sure the clone gets the old damage on them, the dust plate proc and shit. It just means that if they do get out, they're going to have to flash and get fucking lucky. Because if we have our R on them, it almost doubles the damage we do, and in such a short space of time, like, there's no way they get out. Even if they have flash, they're in trouble. If we save our E and use our kit right. And that's the game. So that last Q by Aiden was very, very nice. Very nice play. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That was Aiden's game. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it and learned some shit. This actually wasn't that long. I didn't need to pause this that much because I talked about most of the shit in the other videos, my gameplay and stuff. I'll pause it now though. So he gets the win. I'm not sure what he won in the end, but the last like 2-3 minutes of that game were like nice mechanics and shit. But I think for the first like 15-20 minutes could have been a lot cleaner. Whether that being like our initial clear. Could have maybe, you know, given us a few opportunities to pressure Skarner, kill him and shit. And the fight at Drake, when we saw Lulu and Twitch near their second tier mid turret, could have played that a bit better as well. But on the whole, did enough to win, mate, and that's what all that matters at the moment. I can't fucking win shit at the moment on any account, so it's good to see someone win, to be honest, playing Shaco. But yeah, guys, hopefully this commentary was good enough. I feel as if I could have done a bit more. But I still think it was good, and I covered the main points, alright? So, if you guys did enjoy the video, I've got some water in here, beautiful. If you guys did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, comment on what you thought Aiden could have done, what I missed, what I should have said, what I said was, you know, just wrong. If you guys disagree with something I said, then let me know. But yeah, this was, hopefully this will start a series of me reviewing other Shaco players' games, whether it be from Challenger, Bronze 5, it doesn't matter. Send them in, boys, join the old Discord, have a chat with me, send the games and shit, and yeah, let's get it. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video, which should be out in the next few days or so. Not sure what it is, but it will be out in the next couple of days or so. Alright guys, laters.